Welcome back to the channel. Today we are freshly back from the Brisbane 4x4 show, and today is Creature Comfort Day for the good old 79 that comes with one cup holder. Now we've got three and a flash new steering wheel. So what we've got here is a company called Touring Essentials, which I found at the show. They got two versions. One's called the Passenger, the other one's called the Captain. The Captain's for the driver's side. This one, the Passenger one's pretty easy. It just replaces a little panel you pull out and slot that in. This one does replace a few switches. So we do have to move the Tow Pro, the red arc around, and we have to put the DPF and the other burn button in there. But essentially that'll go in, and we got cup holders in the dash, which will really revolutionize my commute, because the ones in the armrest, I don't know, when you close them, I think they spill a bit. Andy's got some in his and he likes them, but yeah, I think these will be a bit better. And the other thing that we've got, we went to PVS and we got one of their fancy carbon flat bottom steering wheels with wireless control. Now the wireless version, the wireless bits of it aren't here yet. They didn't have any left at the show, so they're being posted, but it might be a couple of weeks away, and I am just very keen to get this in the car because I spent all day in it. I think this is going to be a much nicer place to be when we put this in. So let's get inside the 79 and we'll start putting it together. And all of a sudden, we've got a second cup holder in the 79. That is sensational. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put that switch and that switch in the new one. And then I'll run this cable across to the middle of the car. So what we're going to do, that's where the Tow Pro went. I've ordered a new blank because these ones you can't really burrow out nicely, so it'll be here hopefully during the week, and I'll relocate that across to in front of the gear stick as I said. But in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll punch these out, that one and that one, and put them idle up. It was on the right, so we'll keep it on the right. Beautiful. And the DPF button, we'll put that one in there. So that was very easy. Just got our two new switches. We'll plug them in, put that in, job's done. So now it should be just a matter of plugging them both in again, and hopefully they've both got the same socket. So I'm hoping I remember what one's what. I'm pretty sure that was the idle up, and that was the DPF burn. I'll put that back in. There we go. That's going to work. I'll push that back up in. So cup holders are in. This is the bit I'm most excited about, is to get rid of the big old bus steering wheel. And then there's a couple of screws. Oh, that's a torque. Right, hang on. That's what I wanted. That'll make life easier. All right, so now what we have to do, we'll get the new steering wheel, we'll pop the horn of it. That's the detonator for the airbags. So we'll take it out and we'll put it into the new steering wheel, but I might do that over at the bench. 8mm socket. We'll take the detonator out. All right, so that's the detonator done. So let's go and take the steering wheel off and we'll fit the new one. The one thing to bear in mind when you're doing this is make sure your steering wheel's straight before you take it off, because you don't want your new one to be like this driving down the road straight. 19mm. And we'll keep that for later too. Now hopefully a couple of little tappity taps and this should come off. Or not. Here we go. Out with the old. Actually, before we put the new one on, we got to swap the cruise controls over, so we'll go and do that now. In there. Done. All right, time to put this in the car. So we'll get our new steering wheel. Just feed that airbag cable up through. Now, this isn't finished. When I get the wireless controls from PBS, I will have to take this apart again. But I won't have to reinstall it. I'll literally just have to plug the wireless bit into this side of it. So that looks as straight as it was. Let's get our nut pack on. And we'll nip that up. And fit the cruise control back in. Done. So these are the cables we will put back in when the wireless stuff arrives, but in the meantime they're just going to hang out somewhere over here. So we got our horn. We got to connect obviously the airbag first, so that goes in like that, and then push the yellow tab down, make sure it's all connected. All right, so we just got to make sure there's no cables near the locating pins, which I don't think there is. Let's just pop that back in. Horn works. Steering wheel done. So I think that's a beautiful upgrade. We're slowly getting the cruiser up to where it should be. So starting to feel like a modern car inside. That's all we have for today. Thank you again for watching. Next step in the Cape York build series is let's get the winch on the front, because we're definitely going to need that up the Cape. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.